a knower of ball
Oh, yeah.
that is coming in here right now. He has been seen in ads all across the interwebs. I mean, if you know what face to look for, you find this guy everywhere. He is an inspiration to marketers everywhere, including this one I try to be like, because not only is he scheming up creative and managing budgets and such, but he's actually on camera talent. That's what I love about Barry the most. And we need to welcome advertising extraordinaire, creator of ugly ads, the one and only Barry Hott. Barry, get in here. Get in this shit.
Very excited to be here. How's it going?
Man, even better now that you're here.
I saw Drew brought his cowboy boots. I didn't put them on today, but
that makes me feel even more welcome, Barry, that we've got some cowboy representation up there in the coolest neighborhoods of New York, which is where you live.
Yeah, I remember.
Man, I have wanted to talk to you, especially this week, which I found it very serendipitous.
Crazy, right?
Scheduled.
Yeah.
Man, the Meta outage. Okay. I mean, some people are, I think it was Jason Howe said they got burned like $100K in just over 2 hours or so. Brother, is there hope of anyone getting a refund? And if there is, man, what should they do? I feel like you have got the playbook for how to actually get a refund if there is one to be given.
Yeah. I've over the years, I've kind of learned how to get what you want and what you need from Meta. And the name of the game mostly is patience and persistence.
All right.
So you're not going to get it today. You're not going to get it by just asking for it right now. You need to, and you also need to, I guess it's the 3 Ps: persuasion, persistence, and patience. Because you need to be able to write in a way that I don't know if it's persuasive or it just makes the case that they fucked up.
Okay.
But you just that this is not okay from a just an ethical standpoint, a legal standpoint, or from a business standpoint, right? Like they can't be doing this to us at scale, and it erodes trust. Like that's really the language that I use. Once I get a real human involved, that's the language I use, because it's we want to trust Meta. They want us to trust them. We all benefit, right? Like in my perspective, we benefit by trusting the system. They benefit by us trusting the system. So when stuff like this happens, it's clearly something went wrong. Especially easy to know when there's a reported known outage on the metastatus.com on their page, which, by the way, side note, exists in large part because of me and a lot of other people like David Herman and really pushing for that, because it was ridiculous that did not exist for a very long time. There was nothing to support like us. We'd have to be like, what's going on here? And then you'd have to check another account if you maybe have access to another and send a message to your friends. Fortunately on Twitter, it was like, okay, well, we all know there's something up because everyone's saying it, right? So we don't even, in some ways we don't need it, but we still need that confirmation. In this case, a known confirmed bug. A lot of people in Meta don't understand that it's a known bug. They don't use the metastatus.com. Sure. Don't count on any chat support representative knowing what you're talking about, knowing that even exists, which is infuriating. And no matter what you do throughout this entire process, they are not excited to help you. They're not excited to help you with this. They're not incentivized. No one in the food chain is incentivized, particularly not in the chat support channels. So what you really want to do is get that chat support to get to a point where they're like, all right, we're moved to email.
Yeah.
Make sure you document that. You set reminders for yourself every day, every week, whatever it is, to keep following up. Send them documentation. I have tweets that explain what you should say, how you should say it. That will help you to save some time and be able to word it in the right way that matters to them. But it's really about expected behavior versus observed behavior. And don't ask for all of your money back. Ask for what you think was reasonably lost. Calculate that by either what the normal spend is and then what you observed, or by doing the math on like what your normal cost per purchase is and what you observed, and then multiplying that by the amount of spend that overspent. There's plenty of ways to do it. Don't be a jerk. Don't be unreasonable. And I would expect in these obvious situations, I would expect refunds.
Wow. That's helpful. That's some helpful teeth to how to get that.
I love this. I mean, Chris is in the camp of not, pushing back against Meta, where I am like, we need to.
Really?
They are right on my sights where I am like, we need to push back on them so hard.
Yeah.
They have so much cash.
By the way, I'm wearing my Facebook.
You are.
Oh, yeah.
You are.
Yeah. And it's one of the only companies in the world where you can accidentally spend $200,000 and they're like, sorry, I don't know. I don't know what to do with you, man. It's absurd. And I love the fact that you have frameworks to push back against them because it's so helpful to the community.
Yeah, I'm glad. It's so funny. I made a joke to someone this morning, actually to my Meta rep this morning, that it's my Twitter account does best when Meta fucks up. So I was like, thank you. It was great, good for the business for me. Everyone's coming to me for help.
Meta Bogle would also say the more a media buyer complains on the internet about Meta, usually the better they are in terms of performance. So,
Oh, interesting.
Interesting correlation, perhaps. Yeah. Now, Barry, I have seen a new tool from you called URLLove.It.
It's pronounced the way you want it to be pronounced. It's You'll Love It.
Oh, You'll love it.
You'll love it.
Okay, yeah. I got it now. You'll love it. Yeah, that makes sense, man. Tell us, what is this thing? Why does it need to exist in the world? And motivation for birthing this and bringing it forth now. Q1 of 2026.
I forget exactly where I was, but I think I was doing something like this, like talking to someone about this, and someone asked me like either like what makes you such a great media buyer, what's something that differentiates you from 99% of media buyers out there, and I was like, well, I was just trying to think of like, oh, there's like I don't know, not doing stupid targeting things. There's like so many things I could say, right? And I was like, you know what? I take screenshots of my website every day.
Right.
I take screenshots of the landing pages that I'm driving ads to every day because inevitably they're going to get changed. They're going to get messed up. Something's going to happen. Sure. I'm not responsible for them usually. So I capture those. And I realized building the automations for that was a pain, was annoying and dumb and wasted a lot of time. And I realized like, even if I tell people to go do that, it's going to waste their time, right? Yeah. They're going to have to, and I was like, you know what if I go build something that does this for them and just is extremely easy and just covers their ass in a way that is completely uncovered right now. So I'm building the ultimate screenshot tool for your site. It also will capture your Amazon listings. If you have Amazon listings, it'll capture Google organic search results. Okay. So if, for example, like you get a bad review on Reddit, if you have your brand name plus Reddit as a search result that you're capturing every day, now you can know that happened. And that, by the way, the point is, it's all the stuff. I should have set this up better. This is all of the stuff that impacts your business that you're not paying attention to.
Yeah.
I'm a world-class media buyer. I'll say that about myself.
Yeah.
I'm a world-class media buyer, right? That's not making a media buying tool. I'm a creative who's not making a creative tool. I'm a guy who works on this stuff all the time. And I know that there are millions of dollars being lost and made on changes to websites that people are not understanding. And that's why I built this tool, because we are all missing stuff that is happening around us. And we're either just like, oh, the algorithm's good today, or, oh, Meta likes us today, or, oh, Meta hates us today. It's something, and meanwhile, it's almost always a website change that just someone didn't know happened. That's constant. Yeah.
Wow. So, Barry, I mean, I think I can say this, Chris, one of the best setups we've ever had on the show, but which is hilarious because you are so famous.
My crispiness?
This your perfect setup right now. The mic, everything. But you are so famous for ugly ads. Can you talk a little bit about the origin story? Where did that start? Where did ugly ads start? I mean, you
You
got
know,
beautiful cameras. You got, I mean, this is amazing.
I was gonna set up the 70 to 200.
Whoa.
If anyone knows camera lenses or cameras,
Oh, yeah.
this is a killer. I've had this for
That's a bazooka.
I've had this for a long time, and like half my life now I've owned this.
Wow.
More than half my life I've owned this lens, and it still works. And I was actually going to set it up for this shot for this show today, but I would have had to move my camera halfway back across my office.
Yeah.
So far away.
It would have been real extra buttery. You know, I point that out because like I was a professional photographer at a young age. I was shooting sports, local sports, weddings. Like I was into it. I was doing it. So I know how to compose a shot. I know how to operate a camera, which is why, you know, when I started making ads, usually just on spec, like just making ads just as here's an ad to like send to someone better than me to go make this.
Yeah.
And then kind of just happened by luck where it's like, all right, well, the one I made is usable. Like we might as well like run it for now. And what I learned was I can make ads myself. I can be in them. I don't have to be a model, whatever. I'm fine. And then 2, a lot of the stuff that was, you know, less composed is what worked better. So I'd be actively thinking, how would I shoot this shot? How would I frame this? How would a professional frame this? How would a real, you know, whatever. And then I'll not do that. I'll just do the opposite. And, you know, because that's what it was. And, you know, that's adapted and changed over time. So now it's actually back in the camp of not how would I like frame it and then not doing that. It's really, how would a creator frame this? How would someone who's not a marketer, but someone who creates content that people consume and people like to consume, how would someone frame this? How would someone shoot this and do it that way? Like even Mr. Beast, you guys ever heard of Mr. Beast? Even Mr. Beast,
once or twice.
yeah, right. He actually talks about in an interview, I think with Colin and Samir, he talks about how he even like they tried using nicer cameras at one point, and they like had to revert back for YouTube to using like lower quality cameras because it didn't feel right. Now, obviously, he's, you know, making TV shows with different, bigger cameras, I'm sure, but like that's kind of the point. You want it to look and feel a certain way, and you know, I got to learn that lesson front row, up close and personal many years ago, and now I'm seeing it evolve. But I do love the fact that like Make Ugly Ads is here to stay. Like it's not going away.
Let's go.
People are going to continue to consume authentic, real content. That is not what marketers and professionals want to make. There's always going to be an audience for that and a need for that. And it's just going to keep changing how that looks and how that feels.
Well, I think I know where you're going to go with this, but I just want to ask and give you the platform regardless. Man, in the age of AI,
what's that?
And AI generative content.
I haven't heard much about it.
Are you more bullish? Are you more bullish on ugly ads, human-led, human in on-camera content than ever? Or are you bearish? Are the robots gonna replace us all?
Yeah, a little bit of both. I'm constantly trying to find that line. Like where is the stuff that we can keep making that's human that AI really couldn't or wouldn't? And that they're merging, right? The more and more we get further down the line, that's going to be harder and harder to make unique. So it'll be interesting to see what like actual legislation gets put in place that might prevent that anyway. We'll see what user behavior changes, how that shifts. I really don't know where that's going to go. But I do think hilariously, like seeing all these advertisers, I read on Twitter and LinkedIn, whatever, sharing like, here's my thing that gets like 1 million Gemini Nano Banana 2, you know, image ads for free. And I'm like, cool. You know, I'm sure, you know, you make 1,000 of those, one of those might hit. Maybe people are having better luck. But like, I think the more and more people are doing that, the more and more real consumers are going to be tired of those, because a lot of those I keep seeing are really pretty polished stuff. So I don't know. I do think there's going to be a more and more need for real, true authenticity. And my hope is that real human creators, such as yourselves, hopefully I kind of consider myself in that realm, although I'm not really a creator in that way.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I don't have my own, like, I don't know, whatever. But I think that my hope is that more trust and more authenticity will be what is continuing to be valuable down the line. I don't know.
I think anybody that's got a purple microphone is a creator. I mean, I think that's,
just a huge ego. I think this is how I show up. This is how I show up to dunk on people on like on conference calls. Just on Zoom. It's ridiculous. This is my normal Zoom like meeting setup.
Well, you look
Nice.
good.
Is a multi-light professional camera setup, and it's so obnoxious.
Well,
No, I love it.
I'm here.
I love it. Yeah.
I don't know your setup. You guys have buttery setups too.
No, I'm
The same thing.
Yeah, I've just opened the webcam. I just opened the webcam.
That's all we do.
Very low, low budget here.
I'm bad I don't have a cowboy hat with me. I'm really pissed about that.
I think it's time. I think it's time.
I have
Colin's getting his. Colin's getting his. I think it's time.
Yeah.
I need to get a Stetson, right?
Yeah.
Stetson.
Yeah, I want to wait for a Stetson. I don't want to mess around with a low quality one.
Yeah. Tell me this, Barry. Yeah. When you are, I'm sure it's less now, but when you are talking with clients and maybe you need to do a little selling on running something that doesn't look exactly like they like.
Yeah.
How do you get past that beyond like, of course, we know it. Like, hey, I do this all the time. I'm the big boy. Like I got the wins in my pocket. Like, just trust me. Like, how do you get around that?
I mean, I'm very fortunate in that, like, I don't deal with those people anymore.
Okay. All right. I knew that was probably the case.
That's such a flex right there.
It's not, it's true. It's simultaneously true. And it's not true. It's really not true. I wish that were the case. I like to think a lot of the people that come to me for my help, already get it. And that's mostly true. But still, like, usually I can, now it's easy for me to both present examples of content. It's easier than ever to present organic content that is not fully polished and branded styled, but is relevant and makes sense enough and is actually a little bit polished. So like they don't hate it as much. I'm able to present that. And I'm also able to present like these other experts that are saying similarly. So it's not just me. And I'm able to also, it's so easy to find brands that are doing this stuff also now.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy for me to make that case. I think better than it used to be, but if they don't want to do that, and then I don't know why they're working with me,
Yeah. Well, I'm glad it's easier.
Yeah.
Could you open up the kimono a little bit and necessarily, one content piece that someone or a brand that's listening should test out that you think, hey, this is going to win 80, 90% of the time. All brands should at least test this type of content at least one time.
I mean, it's a founder-led ad, right? Like that's an easy answer. Yeah. I don't think I'm saying anything wildly new, but it's something that the reason, the thing I'll add to it that'll make it more valuable than just saying it because it's so easy to say is a lot of founders don't want to be a founder-led brand, right? They think that like decreases the value of the business and makes it like, oh, it's about the founder and it's harder to sell. That might be true in some ways, but in reality, there are few people on the planet who can speak as passionately and relatably about your product than you.
Yeah.
And that is what people want and crave, is that authenticity. And like even if a CEO, a founder, whatever is like, I have so many other things to do. I'm like, yeah, but there are a few things that you have to do that could have this much impact for this much time.
Yeah.
So if you have a team or whatever that can set you up, prompt you, ask you the right questions, put you in the right setting, you set up the camera in the right way for you, so you don't have to think about that stuff. That's great. I don't really want a founder editing. That's not what I want.
No,
that's not good. But I do want them in like talking to camera. I do want them being the person to do it because they understand the problem better than anyone else. I think that's really hard to imitate, really hard to recreate with AI. Certainly hard to do legally with AI or ethically. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's the thing that's going to matter more and more.
I
I'm
love that.
I'm ready to see some. I'm sure they're out there, but I want to see some founder yappers. I want to see founders just getting on there and just stream of consciousness
I think
feel,
that's
and
very
it
much a
just.
thing.
I mean, I want to see more, and I want to see Barry do it.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna when I start ripping ads for your love it. You're definitely gonna see me out there. I have not been in a lot of ads lately. I've been working on building this
Yeah.
SaaS for months now. So I've been taking and I've had my second kid, so I've been taking it a little easy on that kind of stuff.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So yeah, like that's been my. I need to get back into some ads, but like I'm this whole yapper thing. I'm like, dude, like I'm pretty sure it was like 2018 when I had. Oh, my whole computer just die?
No, you're good.
No,
You're
you're
Okay,
good.
my whole thing
Yeah.
just wiped. I'm back. It was like 2018 or something like that. I think when maybe it was 2019 when I recorded a like 3-minute long ad for Flock chicken chips.
Right.
That ad ran for years. And like that was excuse me, pardon me. Sorry, a 3-minute unedited ad.
There we go.
Straight shot from the camera into Ads Manager. Just me,
That's crazy.
me eating an entire bag of chips. And I
Awesome.
promise you that ad is still evergreen to this day. I don't think
Wow.
they're running it anymore because I don't know who's running it or what happened to that company. But yeah, there's 3 minutes and like 16 seconds or something like that of just me eating a bag of chips, talking about it. And that ad crushed. And so I'm hearing about Yapper ads. I'm like, what? Like, what are we? I wish, I guess that's just a better name for it. I don't know what I would have called it before. Would have just called it as like a long form, unedited testimonial. I don't know.
Yeah, everything needs a good moniker. It needs a kind of a tasty little half sentence, like make ugly ads. Everything needs a little framing that's easy to remember and delightful to say. Barry, we appreciate you making the time and coming on the show, but you cannot leave until you tell us about your course. I personally know one of the most respected marketers that I know who he's been in the game much longer than me. Man, he took your course and he raved about it. And I would put him in the camp of like, he doesn't need to be taking anybody's course, but he got on your course and he loved it. And tell us about what you do there. Is it cohort style? All of the things. Why is it so awesome?
Yeah, that's incredible to hear. I want to know who that was, but I'm not that surprised to hear that. I love when other talented marketers have taken it because I think for them it helps them like kind of solidify the things they believe and chip away at the things that like they're like, oh, I never really thought about that or I was biased against that. Literally, no one took it who was like, yeah, I knew this all already. Like no one. So yeah, I've only run 2 cohorts of it. We don't have a third one's planned yet.
Oh, come on, Barry.
I know, but we're figuring out when we want to do it again because I've been trying to build this SaaS, so I've kind of backseat that one. But definitely is going to come back either as another cohort or we're thinking about bringing it back as a like ongoing community, so that would have the course involved. So it's definitely, I know there's demand for it, and it's really helpful to hear the feedback. If you're watching this and you really want it and you're like, like I want this is immediately send me a message. Let me know. It would be just helpful to know, but definitely something that's in the works in the next few months, hopefully.
Okay.
I appreciate you.
Well, we're glad it's coming back, Barry. Man, we will stay tuned and we're going to watch all of the lovely ads that are coming out for URLLove.It. Yeah. And we appreciate you joining the show, my friend. We look forward to having you back.
Thank you so much for having me. I love the show. Happy.